Hi, everyone. Let's see. I need to make sure to pause that so it doesn't start playing again. There you go. How are we all doing this time zone? Well, I hope. Hello. I know it's late, but it's been a day. Hopefully you'll stick around for as long as I stay awake. Hey Frank, welcome in. Ugh. And I'm freaking hot in here. Shouldn't be. Ugh. Woof. Thank you. I am certainly gonna try. Ooh, how was dinner? Steak. Yummy. I've absolutely blown my diet thanks to the fox, but it's so worth it. Oh my god. Ah, stop that. I'm not gonna eat you, Mike. You're not on the meal list. Whatever. Menu. That's the word I'm looking for. Hello, Hikari. How are you? You have steak once a month. When you do, you become a feral. Steak! Hello? Oh. I'll look at him after stream. That's okay. Hmm. So I have three small, guess you could call them anecdotes about Anne's visit just this last day alone. Um, Trying to decide if I should label them by importance or talk about them as they occurred chronologically. Probably the latter. But I don't know. One is actually, well, one is like pretty major, to be honest. I mean, they're all major, but hold on a second. Ooh, things. Sorry. Okay, so let's see. Mastermind. Well, I'll start with the one that has. I mean, it's not the least significant. If anything, it's the most. But compared to the other two, there's not much to it. But little context. Ever since I was born, I have been hypersensitive to touch. Um, Therefore, hypersensitive to pain and everything. Um, Literally, nobody in my entire life, not family, not doctors, including my chiropractor when I still had one, um, they could not lay a hand on certain parts of my body without me flinching and being in, let's just call it excruciating discomfort. Not pain, but I did not like people touching me in those areas. It was, again, it wasn't pain per se, but I would always like flinch, curl up into myself, try to massage feeling back into said areas. Um, it was, I guess the word would be traumatic, and it's always been like that. And is the first person in my entire life who's actually been able to touch me in those areas. And it's not like a no-no area, it's just, and I did not have an adverse reaction. No, not like that. Um, Sort of like someone was pinching me, like really hard, but not, I can't describe it, but not with him. And it wasn't because he was gentle, well, gentler than anyone else. It was just because it was him, I think. Um, Being able to just lay there with my head in his lap as he stroked my hair and ran his hands over my chest and stomach. Uh, I've literally never felt anything like it. And I promised him I would smile and I would make you all smile, but I would be lying if I said my heart does not ache right now that he's gone. It's not forever. He'll be trying to find as many opportunities as possible to come up here and stay as long as possible during those times, but his schedule is busy, to say the least. This one isn't chronological. This one is, I'm considering it number 2 of 3, saving that I consider the best for last. Oh, speaking of, is that him? He's on a train at the moment. Nope, just Twitch alerts. Why are you making that sound, phone? That's not for Twitch alerts. Anyway. So this is a this was another that meant to be kind of thing. A few weeks ago we were talking about where would, or I should say, no, yeah, where would, because it has been solidified in canon just yet. Once Eos is in the midst of living his happily ever after with Allura, Aeon, and Aurora, the daughter that he and Allura have together. What were they going to call home? And obviously, the answer is, they never really had one to begin with. Alora's was destroyed a long time ago. And Earth is far flung from Eos, and he doesn't really have any ties beyond the planet itself. So, anywhere they are together is home. That's fact. But still. So I asked Aeon, if Aeon, as in the character, could choose to live anywhere in the known universe, where would it be? And the answer that he gave was obviously, much the same. Home is wherever I'm with you. But if it had to be a planet, it would have been the home world of Aeon's best friend, Hal. Because it's not a paradise planet, but it is very Earth-like, and it has something that Aeon, the character as well as the real Aeon, love, which is snow. So the one thought was that we'd all get a house up in that planet's kind of like northern pole area, just live where it's all white and cool and crystal clear. Just the four of them together, nothing but starlight above and stardust below. As many of you know, fabulously, whatever that word was, today, it's still 10 p.m. for me. So today is Friday the 13th, a day that many consider to be unlucky. A day which I actually consider to be very lucky. A good omen, much like a leap day. Because you have to have the right star alignment in order to get a Friday the 13th. Right? For the first time in several years for me, in many more years for Aeon, because his home right now is Arizona. It snowed. And it's stuck. And so it was on roughly the same night that I told him that even though he's with his primary partner, I'm not secondary, I'm just not the one he lives with, because he found this person before me, but that is besides the point. Here with me is his home as well, if he ever wants to come and consider it such. And he said he did. So the fact that on that same night that he agreed to call this place ours, it snowed. And we stayed up until 4 a.m. just cuddled up on the couch watching it. And because of the fact that I really wanted, we both wanted a white Christmas last year, and we didn't get one. Him for more obvious reasons than myself. I actually put on Christmas music, and we had that going as we curled up on the couch to sleep. So, the third and final one is more of a decision than anything else. I'd have to go back and I'd have to scroll through a lot of texts. But through Allura, it was an RP, but it's us. Allura asked Eos to marry him. And obviously Eos said yes. It wasn't until the day before yesterday, however, that I had the idea that because she had proposed to him instead of the other way around, would he take her last name? And if so, what was the last name? Well, the blanket answer that I got was that it is the Alderan word for star. So, obviously, Aeon star. I mean, my sweet starlight. But, I asked him if he could look up the, Alderan Codex, I think, that he had written up for, like, that had a lot of their history and their language that he put together. And I asked him, well, what exactly is that word in the Alderan language? And so he presented me with... I'm gonna have to... It's very Latin inspired, and I'm probably gonna butcher the pronunciation at first, but Gil Stellieri, Ad Astra, that kind of thing. The alternative spellings were simply Estellieri, Astralieri, Estralieri, and so on and so forth. Eos Gil Astralieri. As of this morning, that is now Eos' last name. So yeah. Oh, my BFF chill. That's the appropriate answer. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'll be updating my socials to reflect it unless Aeon does. Simply because Aeon on socials, and he doesn't use socials a lot, is simply Aeon. So I'll remain simply Eos. But yeah, so I'll actually spell that out in chat so that there's a record of it right here. And it even kind of looks good together, the words side by side. I might talk to him about sort of amalgamating it, so it reads something like, hold on. Potentially something like this. I don't know. They're all very good. We'll see. For now, though, I'm sticking with that up there. Beyond that, not much else to talk about. We just spent most of our time cuddled up together. talking lore, watching Star Trek. He is a huge Trek nerd, and I love him all the more for it. Because I've not had anyone in many, 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 many years to geek out over Trek with. Watch Star Trek. What else did we watch? No, it was primarily Star Trek. We went through all of Brave New Worlds. We got through season 1 of Lower Decks. Just before, we had to say goodbye for the first time. Thank you. And there were a lot of, well, mostly from me, but he already knew it, and lots of I love yous, gonna miss you, come back to me safe, that kind of thing. What is it, 4 days? 5? Literally the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. We took a selfie together. That's another thing I was going to mention. I'm not going to share the selfie. I mentioned this on, I think, yesterday's stream, when I was streaming very shortly. Because we are both very camera shy, me probably far more than him, because I just do not like the way that I look in real life. I consider this to be my true face. But we have entrusted ourselves to Morphesia. What is going to happen is that we've actually commissioned Morphesia to draw us over us. So that will be released at some point in the next few weeks. I'll be putting them on my socials, and that is going to become our shared mobile wallpapers. At the moment, he is, I think I already mentioned, he's on a train. He's actually going north instead of back to Arizona. He's got one more stop here, and then he's heading back to pseudo Mars. Love. 1 second. Get your canned butt over here so I can drink out of you. That sounded better in my head. On a somewhat more serious note, this is mostly because of how busy I was, that I did not notice this until tonight. I don't know what's happened to Draco. He's apparently been offline now for a little over a week everywhere. And he did not say anything about anything to me about going anywhere. He hasn't responded to texts either. So, a little bit worried about him. And if either Jaredin or Brash know anything, they haven't filled me in. But, we'll see. Let's see. Anything else? Not really. It's mostly just been that. So yeah, I'll be streaming more often again, obviously. Gotta keep my mind busy somehow, you know? And I gotta make sure I fulfill my promise to Aeon that I make you all smile. Like, how can I not, right? He says hi, by the way. Let's see. Mom. Obvious is being a bit kerfuckety. Why are you being kerfuckety? Stop being. Wow. That's why. Thank you. I strangely have no inclination to play either Rivals or Deadlock tonight. It's like the want is there, but the desire isn't, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Think of doing something a little bit new. So we're gonna open up the old library, which I would show off, but there's quite a bit of porn in there, and I don't wanna share it with anyone. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's at least get some music going. Or the background sound. But there it is. Yeah. That'll put that up. Yeah, that works. Yep. Oh, I do have one more funny anecdote. This was something that Aeon told me. So I was insistent that I pay for our first meal on our first of several dates together. And he was like, fine. Very begrudging about it. But he wanted to pamper me. He wanted to pay for everything else. And I was like, okay, fine, be that way. And he was. And he spent a lot on me, like a lot. And I was wondering why he told me the other night. He actually, just for me, he entered into a poker tournament and he won it. Several $1,000s. I know, right? Okay, one more. Because if you want to talk consummate gentleman, for a little bit of context, I wear socks and sandals practically everywhere, regardless of the weather. It's just because I need my feet to breathe. I overheat easily, so if I have socks and shoes on, I will, like, yeah. So, I wasn't thinking today when we went out on our walk in the snow to put on something that wasn't sandals. Well, my feetsies got very wet and very cold. They were starting to like curl inward because they were cramping up. It was not good. It was like to a point that I could almost not walk. What does he do? On the fucking spot. No. He took off his shoes and he gave me his socks. So I had something dry to wear the rest of our walk. Still wearing them. He insisted I keep them. We did joke that if it came down to it, he would pick me up like his bride and carry me everywhere. Which will probably become art at some point. Oh, I suppose. Which is funny because in the grand scheme of things, I am actually little more than a tertiary character in his setting. Glorified, but in the long run, there's only a few things that I affect, which is fine. It is not my story, therefore, whatever it is I do, however little or large, I'm just happy to be a part of it. Exactly. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. I think I have. In the original storyline of what he's writing, and has been writing now for the last 15 years, Allura, Eos's wife. I don't know why I have to keep reiterating that, for whatever. Anyway, she was always destined to die. She was always destined to sacrifice herself to stop her mind-controlled first partner. Basically, the plan had been they were going to get into a fight. She was going to be mortally wounded. And the last thing that she did was lock their minds together and then steered their ship into a sun. And initially, I was interested in Allura as a character. We had done some silly, sexy storytelling together that was not, like, canon at all. And then Aeon told me what the plan was, and I could not bear the thought of that happening. Because it might sound a little bit silly. I'm actually got um by that point we had known each other well enough that I felt him through Allura, and I know that he felt me through Eos. It became something of a goal to save her because I didn't want that part of him to die. Like even if there's like like fan fiction or AU whatever where she didn't, she didn't. I'm actually getting emotional thinking about it. She didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve to go out at all, but much less that. And long story short, I changed her destiny. Aeon rewrote 10 plus years of established canon to get Eos in there, just so she could live, and just so Aeon could live, because as it is right now, there is a good chance he's not, well, makes it look like he dies at the end. In character, it has been said chronologically several times. I'm going to give you your happy endings. Because you fucking deserve them. And Aeon said, yeah. So, after his story is done, I've been given the go-ahead to continue it. And they will get their happy endings. Except for them being immortal. That ending's never going to end. Always and forever together. Just like Aeon and me for real. That was a promise we made each other as well. This life, the next, whatever the hell comes next. We'll find each other, and we'll always be together. And so that's going to be reflected in the story as well. Hi, Helix. Thank you for the shoutouts. And thank you for the cookies. How are you doing? That's a lot of flashing lights. What happened? Anyway. Yeah, stop that. But yeah. enough. Hold on a second. There you go. Thanks. That's the murder number. Well, I mean, if it's 187, it's not over 200 yet. The challenge continues. Point. Is that the fox? That was not the fox. How dare you, phone? Stop that! Yeah. Ow! That's my thumb. It wasn't. I mean, I checked. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to Draco. I mean, it's possible that he said something during his last stream. It did say in his schedule that, you know, he was going to be taking a day off. Last I heard from him was actually in a text. On Sunday. So that's several days he's been completely MIA. Yeah, but no new streams. He's been gone, period. No online presence at all, and he hasn't responded to my texts. So I'm more than a little bit worried. Brash and Jaredon haven't said anything to me. I don't know if they would if they knew something had happened. Oh, well. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the reposts, Mastermind. Appreciate you. Yeah, I was looking for a game to play, wasn't I? Yep. So I'm gonna check the Deadlock mod manager. See if this thing is still borked to heck and back. Does seem like it. That's so strange. I mean, yeah. Like I always say, take however much time you need and not a second less. So if that is the case, and you can hear me, Dragonheart, you better do that. I would have to actually stop stream if I wanted to do that. Fuck. I was gonna suggest I play Helldivers too, but my main account is not the AOS account. So, unfortunately, yeah, I would have to actually, like, turn off my model, swap over to the new account, turn everything back on, and be like, no, thank you. Hey, Chaz. But that is something I want to play on stream again at some point. Thank you, Elix. Yeah, I am, and I know for a fact that it shares a folder. So, because I have done it before. I've turned off everything. I've swapped my accounts, pulled everything back up. I just don't want to go through that hassle right now. Yeah, like I just said. Tea time game? At 11 o'clock? No. That one is something I want to do a sponsored stream for. Because that was the original plan. I was going to make it part of the week for, like, you know, the barista games. That game was on there. So what I'll probably do is that I will announce that will be a proper stream as well as a sponsored stream. That way, my bosses can, if they want to, you know, sit in, watch me serve tea. Yes, like a civilized person. How do I go from British to Southern Belle? Want something that has not exactly mindless. Rainbreaker comes to mind. Pardon me. If I knew I was more awake, I would offer to, like, write again, but I think we'd just be staring at the words together for some hours. Yeah. These always are mellow, but I don't really feel like playing that right now. I wish I was better at Balatro. Oh yeah, 1,200 plus games. Oh, actually, okay. Does anyone here have issues of, like, your hard drive randomly filling up and then clearing itself? Because I've been having instances of, like, I had 700 gigabytes free. And then as of, like, the day before yesterday, that dropped down to 500. And I could not, for the life of me, find out why. There were no new downloads anywhere. There was nothing hugging resources. The only thing I can think of is that it's a cache thing, and I'm just very, very bad at, like, clearing it out. Might be a paging file? I don't know what that is. And I do have updates that have been, I have not restarted this computer in a while because I don't want to fucking break it. But I'm not having issues. I'm not having any slowdowns. I'm not wanting for space. I still have 500 gigabytes that I can access easily. If it does get worse, I will definitely seek help. But right now, I'm okay. It's just something that has me scratching my head. It's probably that then. Because I have a lot of shit up at any given time. Oh, okay, that would do it then. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Helix. I only have one drive on this machine thus far. Ooh. When is that? May 24th. Okay, I will try to remember. Otherwise, please remind me when the time comes. One thing though I need to do with space, I got a 8 terabyte hard drive, because I really need to buckle down and start like saving my Discord history, both the AOS and non-AOS side. And the program that I would use would also like save all of the attachments, so that I could access them as though I were actually using Discord when I look at the files. Man, I know it's something I could do, but the process stresses me the fuck out. I haven't managed to bring myself to do it yet. Hello. Thank you. Ooh, not bad. I've got a total of 7 terabytes on my laptop. I don't know how much I'm using right now, but it's not that much. Just wish it was like capable of gaming just like this rig. Right now it's just a glorified secondary monitor. But, yeah. Hey, Outlaw. Thank you, Helix. Take care, Mastermind. Give yourself a great eep. I'm pretty sure that is the case, Helix. Because there are days where it's like I would idle, do fuck and all, and come back, and I would find that the space was like back. So am I going to have to get you a game tonight, Prodigy? Wait, what? What? I don't remember that being the decision we came up with. Yeah, so am I, but I'm so confused. And yeah, that is a very good idea, Helix. I may ask you to run me through that when the time comes. Because I did do a defrag, about a week ago, I think. There was hardly any fragmentation to speak of. Yep, but it's not your stream. Don't do that. If you want to do that on your stream, do that on your stream. Yeah, but it would invalidate a lot because I'm the one offering the game. So if you spend that many points, I should gift you the game. That's just how that's supposed to work. That's a lot of head pads. Don't go breaking my head. Also, it has been stated, and the other reason why I'm not gonna ask you to spend that much on head pads is Aeon isn't here. Aeon has made it his mission that every single head pat that you all give me while he's here, he will give me for real. So I was actually having the time of my life when you were all redeeming your head pats. Because he was watching me from the couch, and then you would do that, then he would stand up and be like, pat, pat, pat. Maybe this person, potentially. Yes. Absolutely. You missed my opening, didn't you? You're probably gonna want to watch the VOD. I get a bit mushy. And let's just say that there were a few other first steps for me that I took with him. Well, although I want to say it was longer. When was it that I first got into Mal's community? Was it really only 7 years? Granted, I wasn't there for most of the very first Long War playthrough. That's what got me interested now to begin with. 2019. No, yeah, you're right. Damn. Why does 10 years ago feel like 30? Still trying to decide what to play. Even though we've been going 90 minutes already, I want to do something other than yap, you know? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh! Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Although, to be honest, Windows 11, like, the, setup is nigh identical to Windows 10. And I know a lot of people shit on it, and I know why they shit on it. I've rarely had any problems with it. Like, to be honest, I've really enjoyed it. Still doesn't hold a candle to Windows 7, but Yeah, it uses the same shell? Is that the right word? Yeah, no, you're right there. The funny thing is there is a command, and it apparently has not been patched out. There's video showing how you can do it. If you enter this command into like DOS box or whatever the fuck, you can revert Windows 11 to Windows XP. Windows XP is part of Windows 11. And apparently so is 7. You just have to enter this command and it will delete all of the stuff until it gets to that period in the installation process. And if it's not for the fact that I need the operation system to run games, I would totally do that. Oh yeah. No, there is video evidence of it on YouTube if you look it up. It's really crazy to watch. Like the person recorded it, uploaded a sped up version, and it shows like all these boxes popping up and like uninstallation bars like in the dozens, and then there'd be a reboot, and then there'd be a significantly different UI. So sorry for that. Until it eventually is left as Windows XP. Like, literally Windows XP. The funny thing, if memory serves, it might not, but because this process was done through Windows 11, the computer still registers the OS as a variant of Windows 11 to a degree, so you are never asked to upgrade. You can just stay on that operating system. But again, if I didn't need 11 in order to run some of the games and programs that I do, I would be swapping back. Pardon me. I have no idea. After all this procrastination, I might as well just play some Deadlock and get my silver on. Ooh, good to know. It's doing this shit again, huh? Okay. So we've got that. We've got that. And that. And what order? Fair enough. That's one of the issues. I hope that whoever makes the Deadlock mod manager is able to figure some of this shit out, because I do not understand why this unrecognized VPK files bullshit keeps happening. Because, like, I will change the load order of something, and they'll be like, oh yeah, it hasn't, a file hasn't been found. What? What in the actual fuck? The defrag, actually, no. The defrag took 15 minutes. If even that. As I said, there was barely any fragmentation. Let's see if this works. Fingies crossed. Hell yeah. A what? Oh, something else. I didn't get a picture of it, unfortunately. But one of the Aeon's local friends up here, when they met up at Comic-Con, they gave him a 3D printed like foot long feral, as in four-legged model of himself. So Aeon the Fox as a fox. It was phenomenal. Ugh. Okay. Is that everything it should be? Yes, yes, yes. Did I fix the T-posing issue? I did.
The patrons are lucky to have someone like me.
That's still as it should be. What? Over the four-legged... I wouldn't say an hour, but a good few minutes.
Shall we dance? You're going to die. I take no joy in cutting down one of my own.
Okay. That's still working. That's still working. I didn't turn that back on, so that's totally okay. He still has his textures. Actually, what, did I turn on the rep thing again? The shadow thing? Yeah. You should have loaded in, huh? No, I know. I was tempted, but I'm waiting for Spud to finish the Canary one that he's working on for me. Although, since I want to get the REM thing working, I can't access one. Silver. Boop. And okay. Put you there. That was actually okay. Cool. You remembered where you were supposed to be. Oh. Oh, it's doing this again. Now, you shouldn't be like that. Why is you like that? You're near the top of the load order. You should have shown up. Okay, let's do a delete and reinstall. Maybe that'll fix it. Speak for yourself on the entertainment part. Oh, well, that got that working. I find it funny that I can shoot the ball, but I can't claw the ball. I feel that that's a gross oversight on the dev's part. Okay. I think even though I only just started playing what I'm gonna do, reluctantly, is I will get in one match, and then I will call it for the evening. Then we will see what tomorrow brings. Will do. You know what? If I'm only gonna do one, let's do a cheat match. Just to enjoy ourselves. Should I go Hidden King or Archmother? Liberty. Well, that's a tie vote. You need a tiebreaker. slutty wolf noises. Hmm. No, they get the full slutty wolf noises. And Fox definitely elicited his fair share of those, I'll tell you. Yes. I'm not gonna start until someone tells me breaks this tie. And yeah, I just realized that sounded like in context. Didn't mean that one. Yeah. Do I play as Hidden King or for Hidden King or Archmother? Who do I align with? No. Hidden King it is.
I'm gonna be washing a whole lot of blood out of my fur tonight.
The Archmother would turn you into a war doll for her purposes. But this is not the king's way. If you choose to fight for him, he will set you free.
Here we go.
Rude.
They can run all they want.
Ah, come on.
Silver fights for all of us.
Never want to come quietly. Shouldn't be too hard to maul him up. I'm on it.
At the moment, I'm just giving myself the ruined gauntlets. That's all. I want to be actually able to hit with my melee attacks, which is all that really does. As well as the damage boost, it guarantees that I can hit with my melee attacks. Like that. So I can still very much easily die.
Not pretty, but it works. God, I hate my life. They won't escape me.
Ah, damn it, old man. You can stop that shit anytime now. I don't like it. How are you even staying up there? Vindicta I get.
Your time's over, Great Town. Buddy. Ready to open fire. This is the real thing. Phone's out. Oh God, not again.
Oh, joy! Snot Boy is here.
Rifles up. I got bullets for everyone. Lifting.
How were you able to do that? Okay.
Well, look at that. I learned how to say
Green Walker is under attack.
like hell when they see me coming.
Hope you win whatever fight you're about to start.
You see, even then, it's not a guarantee. He still parried me. Oh, fuck. Ah, man. Lucky. Yep. I am very well aware.
Time to let out the beast.
They might kill me again. Woof. Oh, fuck. You can all deal with the Sandman.
Who needs a full moon?
I don't want to go that way. I want to heal. Mm.
Full calico.
I got one of those for the missus. Big fan.
Tangle 'em up. Demolition time. This'll take 'em out. Nice work.
The wolf preys on our enemies.
Down. Check out shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you were here when I was talking to some people about it. The way that it works now is that it's all dependent on how many guardians and walkers you have left. The more you have, the faster you respawn. The inverse is true. It gives you incentive for not rushing the objective and playing smart.
I'll get him.
Try to hide all you want. Eventually, I'm gonna find you.
The protection goes a long way.
Give up.
Broadway is under attack. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Stay strong, buddy.
Our Yellow Walker is under attack.
Working on it.
Silver is ruthless, and the hidden king is grateful.
Ah. How about no?
Broadway is under attack.
I'm gonna have to work fast.
They've destroyed our Blue Walker.
Broadway's not one of my favorite gargoyles, though. Tell me it's Lexington and then we'll talk.
Running away now.
Greenwich is under attack.
See, if I were a bottom, I would totally go for Goliath, but no.
Before they escape.
Fair. Oh, I could do something so evil to you right now, Helix.
Where do you think you're going?
Nobody's stopping me from completing the ritual. They really are about to protect you, don't they?
Yeah, but you see... That's the whole point.
You're a very good boy, Helix.
Teehee.
They took out Holiday. What was that? I don't need fancy gadgets to get the job done. Just come out and save us all some demolition time.
Oh dear. Ah! Wait, no! Just stop that bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
I feel like I'm walking into a trap.
Yeah. Maybe? Nah. Nah. Ah! Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. I'm gonna... Hey, popped.
Next time, Wraith. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Pardon me. Bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. I need to figure out how to do that myself.
They will return, and we must be ready.
Go! Bup. Bup. Bop, bop. Bup. Yep. 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 Bup. Okay. Give me 1 second. I need to take a sip. I need to make sure that I'm not about to die.
They will return, and we must be ready.
Good boy, Lynxkin. Woof.
Okay. Happy burp noise. You're welcome. He's true too. Bop. 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 How do you use it? Is it an integration or its own program? Oh, what? Why you gotta be like that? Ah, damn it. Ooh, excellent. Okay. Remind me to look into that tomorrow then. Very much a good boy. I'd rather not. Get your snotty ass back here. Oh, bop, bop, bop. Yep.
Just took out the goo. Thanks.
They will return, and we must be ready.
What? Why? Hey, no. Flame Boy, back here.
They asked for this.
The wolf preys on our enemies. Defend the stronghold.
Fine, I'll Uber your ass.
We've only one shrine left. Haze needs to be contained.
You're not wrong.
Let the kingdom to stop them from progressing further.
Nia! It's been a while. How are you? I've seen you playing this. I've been meaning to reach out and ask if you'd like to play together at some point. Maybe even do a collab. That's okay.
Thanks, Holiday. I thought I had this under.
Maybe now people will start taking me seriously.
Is that everybody? Seems so. I don't do ranked matches, so I just play against bots. I do not want a toxic environment in my life right now. I have been amazing as of late. I just had an entire week with my partner. Well, one of my partners. First time meeting them in real life. He stayed with me in my apartment.
Turn.
Best week of my whole life. Cannot wait for him to come back. It's gonna be some months, but if you're gonna stick around for a few minutes, once this is over, I've got something really cool to show you for, on here. Courtesy of one of my community members. Ah, damn. Hey, it's why you gotta be such a big C word. Oh no, we're in constant communication. I'm sorry, what? Oh, because you're all fucking dead. That's less than ideal. How about you all just go suck a big bag of rocks? Can you do that? Can you like please just go away and let us do our own thing? What? Yeah, I wanted some challenge. Which I think was too much. We're about to die. Oh well. Yeah, I've got quite a few mods on here. Mostly reskins. Like this one for silver here. But like Holiday's got a massive reskin. I reskinned Shiv. I have I've got it so that they have custom icons to make it like appropriate for the era. Bebop's got his own skin. Celeste is a fawn. Mina has been redone as a student of Blackmore, just like Graves and Apollo.
I hope I get to work with Lady Geist. She's an icon.
Slight recolor for Billy. I don't have... Oh, it's Ricky again. He is a plush now. Oh, they're not that intensive, to be honest. Got one that makes Venator older. Gives her spectral arms. Makes her human. Updates his look to be, like, appropriately textured. Gives him his visual novel colors. But yeah, this one, this is one of my favorites. This freaking remodel of Holiday is such a chef's kiss. Oh yeah, Abrams is now red. Then I've got like this, stuff to help with the UI and everything else. I do have another reskin that kind of gives him the BPRD look, but given that Apollo also wears red on red, I thought this made more sense. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing now. So I gotta close the game first. No. I'll show you. This is really cool. I don't know if you've seen... I'll install both mods. Hold on. First, we need to disable that. Then we need to enable this and this. Hopefully those will load at the bottom. Let's find out. One of my community members, the one true Spud. Wow. Hopefully you'll see in just a second. No, I need to I need to push this up a little bit. Hold on. Okay. So we need to change mod orders. We put you all the way up top. Almost. Fingers crossed this works. Yep. Here's the first one. There's still a little bit left to do. The alt is not fully updated yet, but
They asked for this.
and I even have a little tiny paw prints on the bottom of my boots. The other one that Spud did, and I only use this skin on a certain special occasion. That is when I play with wire. Why? Because Spud also made this.
Well, my teachers are always asking me to apply myself, so might as well do this. The dead's wrath will be felt. Anyone who gets close. Today is definitely taking a turn. What the hell have I gotten myself into?
Mm-hmm. He did? Yep.
Sentries up. Cracking skulls.
It says glitch army on the skeletons. So yeah, the reason why I do not use the Project Silver mod is because I refuse to unless I'm playing with wire. Oh yeah, no, wire. He was overwhelmed when he saw it. If memory serves, hold on a second, I need to make sure. Yeah, take care, Helix. I bet if you commissioned Spud, I could see you having a skin for either Calico or Celeste. Oh, actually, one other mod that I got. African American Page. Because there is a serious lack of good African American representation in this game.
I just hope I'm not too late to save him.
And like the detail on this thing, you would swear this is official.
Stop right there! Took down the blue guy.
But yeah, I absolutely do think so.
Some people say it's better to be feared than loved. Those people totally get it. This is gonna be fun. Give them everything you got. Hope they got the message.
He is one of my community members. I don't know if he's in Wire's server. But if you go to my socials, you should be able to find him through that. Hold on. Can give him a shout out. That'll take you to his page. There you go. Yeah, you can find him that way. Right now, he can only do, like, recolors. He doesn't know how to do models just yet. But, yeah. Given your character, if memory serves, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. Your character has horns. She would probably look great as a Celeste skin. Oh, thank you, Helix. No worries. Actually, hold on. What am I thinking? You also play Deadlock. I could get you in on our Deadlock server. Give me a second here, Nia. Okay, there. You should have a DM. Yeah, of course. Well, I've never actually reached out to you on Discord. What? I could have sworn at the very least I said hello. I am so sorry. Yeah, have a good one, Felix. Sleep well. Yeah. I only think I added you on the one though. 'Cause I don't see any other Nia Nightshade in my friends list, and I don't unfriend people. Oh! No, I've always had the, just this one account. I mean, I have a non-EOS account, but I tend to keep that very far apart, just so I can, business. I don't want to say pleasure, but yeah. Basically, the me before I became this. I wasn't about to abandon that. Apparently, either that or it's just life has been a lot busier for both of us than we thought.
I love this trick. Attack! Stay where you are.
But
They thought that was gonna be enough.
as much as I want to keep going, though, it has been a long evening. No, yeah, I'm actually about to call it as well. So I will see you all at some point in the sunshine hours. Nia, I will do my best to remember to reach out concerning Deadlock and, as well as life in general. So, for everyone here, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me yap. Yeah. Till the next time, everyone, remember, What doesn't kill you gives you XP. Oh, well. Johnny. And, woof.